everybody, it's Mitch, and welcome to my next video. Today, I've got another Dungeons & Dragons 3.5 prestige class description, and today, we are talking about the Scar Enforcer. Now, these guys have a ton of flavor to them, more so than most classes that I know of. They come from the Races of Destiny. Now, these guys, let's, like usual, start off with what the requirements are. So first off, you have to be a half-elf. That is a requirement. You also must be you can't not have a good alignment. So any non-good. Base attack bonus of +3, pretty reasonable. Then it has some skill requirements. 8 ranks of bluff, 4 in hide, and move silently. Relatively simple. Now, just because the requirements are easy doesn't mean trying to make a good build for this is going to be easy. So we'll get into that in a minute. Next off, let's talk about what you get. So you get a decent base attack bonus. Okay. You get a good will save, but a bad fort and reflex. All right. A D8 hit dice. That's actually pretty good. So that's not bad. You get spell casting every other level. So an existing spell class of yours, any spell class, will go up every other level. So decent. You also get favorite enemies. At first level, you get basically you get elves and humans as a favorite enemy. Just as a basic standard one, just like a ranger would. You can't advance that at all, though. I suppose it would probably stack with rangers if you had that, but yeah. Let's see. You also get smite enemy, very similar to paladins, except for this only works on elves and humans instead of evil things. You also get sneak attack, just like a rogue does, except for you get it every 3 levels instead of every 2. So there's that. You get disguise self, much like a rogue would. Hide in plain sight, a lot like a ranger or a rogue would. And then you get something called forego heritage. Now, that, you don't get this till 10th level, though. Now, that is something that's interesting. Basically, what this does is it just makes it so you don't count as an elf or a human. Now, let's talk about the flavor of this class a little for a minute. These guys, they're half-elves, and they have been scorned by society. The elves, they're like, these stupid part humans, we don't want them. The humans were like, we don't want these part elves. Like, they were rejected by both their elven and their human heritage. And they're not happy about it at all. Which is why they have favorite enemies of elves and humans, and they can smite elves and humans. Like, they do not like these guys. They very much reject their heritage. So yeah, so these guys they're very, very colorful class. Now, if we want to get into how to actually build a good build of these, I would recommend for sure at least one level of a pure casting class. So either wizard or cleric or something. It's not a requirement, but if you want to take advantage of this spells per day thing, you're gonna want that, because that's good. Well, you only get it every other level, so it's not great, but it's decent. So you want to take advantage of that. So you want to pop in a level of cleric or druid or wizard or sorcerer, something like that. You also might want to focus a little bit on the rogue end in order to get your sneak attacks to stack. Not a terrible option, so that you can have a pretty good amount of sneak attack. Maybe do some sort of arcane trickster or something. That wouldn't be a terrible option. Or maybe even try and make some sort of come up with some way of doing like some kind of divine trickster, where you just mix divine spell casting with it. I know divine trickster's not a thing, but basically just try and do what you can. Let's see. Yeah, paladin isn't gonna work because they have their own because they have smite like a paladin, but it's not gonna work because they can't be good. So yeah, wouldn't be terrible. Actually, yeah, that actually would work really good. Would work fairly decently as long as you took a level of cleric or something to mix in with it, and that would be the it's blanking me for a second. The evil paladins. I will remember that here in a second, most likely. Yeah. But yeah, they would be great because one, they're gonna have some paladin type abilities like I'm not sure if they get to keep their smite or not, but still at the same time they do have a lot of roguelike abilities, poison use, all that fun stuff. Blackguard, that was it. So yeah, the Blackguard would have they get sneak attack and all that fun stuff. So that'll help stack. Not a bad option. Actually, a fairly decent one, to be honest. I would strongly recommend not having this advance. If you're going to go Blackguard, not having it advance the Blackguard spells, because Blackguard's not really a great caster. Maybe advance, like I say, pure class, you get more advantage out of that. But yeah, it's a decent class overall. Very interesting in terms of storytelling. Mechanically, it's okay, but it's in terms of flavor, it's got more flavor than most classes. So yeah, if you want to do that, definitely you're going to be bitter towards all humans and elves for rejecting you. Yeah, that's really all I have on the Scar Enforcer. If you guys have anything you want to say, feel free to leave a comment below. Also, if you like the video, please consider giving me a like. Also, share it with your friends if you really liked it. In addition, please feel free to subscribe. Just click up there in the corner. Check the bell if you haven't done so. In addition, check out new videos down below. And as always, I'm Mitch, and I'll be seeing you.